Alright, I lied. I'm making more videos. Um, I don't want to stop drinking. I don't. Because, when I stop drinking, all I feel is silence. And all I feel is the void. It's like right now, it feels like I'm having a conversation with someone. Um, I think there's just so much toxicity within thought nowadays. It's like, I think it's fun to think. And I could be wrong on any of the things that I say, and that doesn't bother me. Like whether I'm right or wrong, thought itself can just be fun. Um, but that's not even it. It's like when I talk to most people, they'll talk back to me, and I know the thinker that they got their thought from. I know the book that they got their thought from. Maybe not all the time, but it's like they're just parroting. It's like I'm not talking to human beings. There's no conversation. It's like no one exists. I mean, you can read someone else's thoughts, and repeat those thoughts. But if you understand those thoughts, then those thoughts are now yours. You know. But there's no understanding. There's no attempts to understand. It's all just memorize and repeat. Memorize and repeat, just like we've been taught in school. Memorize and repeat. And everybody's just so afraid to be wrong. Like, who cares? Who cares if you're wrong when you think? As long as your thoughts are pure, um, shit. I don't feel whole. I feel empty. Um, because I mean, to me, I like to listen. I mean, like I get on here and blah 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 blah. But listening to other people is fun. Um, that's listening. Talking is mundane. Listening is divine. But when you listen, then some of your own thoughts are going to start to happen, and that's the conversation. It's the back and the forth rather than the dictation. Like let's say you have someone who has the truth. If they're dictating that truth to you, it's not authentic. Because for you, it's like you got to process. thoughts. Like you shouldn't take anybody as gospel. You shouldn't take me as gospel or anybody. You should process thoughts. You should think like, oh my God, I feel so fucking like it's like I'm talking to a bunch of fucking idiots, telling you common sense shit. Because there's no conversations that happen nowadays, you know? I mean, back in the day, you had Socrates, and they would have discussions, right? And they don't have discussions nowadays. They have debates, right? And what is a debate? A debate is two people monologuing. Like, debates are terrible. That's why they don't want discussions nowadays, because discussions can lead to Socrates humiliating your ass. You know, and if you have an ego, then you're gonna want to kill Socrates. You know, if you don't have an ego, you can laugh it all off. Because I'm not the truth, and neither are you. Neither is no one who has ever lived. But there's all these people out there who say that they're the truth. They're the fucking truth. And I don't know. When I drink and I meditate, I feel caught up in the passion of the conversation. Like, yeah, no, I call Moses a liar. I think he is a liar, but let's converse about it, you know? I mean, God said, hey, get my people free. And Moses and Aaron went to the Pharaoh and said, hey, we want to go worship on a mountain. No, that's a lie. Let's talk about that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on any of the things I say. But there's just so much toxicity in thought. And ultimately, where does that come from? Like a lot of it comes from arrested development. But who's doing the arrested developing, right? Who's arresting the development of the population? Well, I think it would be dictators. People who want to dictate their conversations to us. I mean, sometimes a lot of thought pisses me off. It does, but I used to be pissed off at some thought, which I'm like no longer pissed off at. I mean, it's about letting go and just having fun with thought. Supposedly about the back and the forth. And without that connection, only alcohol can save you. That's why I think there are a lot of drunks in heaven. There's probably also a lot of drunks in hell. Like, again, you can't categorize people, you know? Shit. I used to be homeless, but I was writing stories, you know? I was a hard-working homeless man, you know? But There's people out there who just see all homeless men as just the same disgusting being, and that's not true. That's not true with rich people, that's not true with middle class people, that's not true with poor people. There are amazing people, disgusting people, and everything in between in all those classes. Shit. Again, I'm like describing common sense shit. Fuck. There's nothing but the void.